Most people think they have to win the lottery to retire or feel like they have enough money. While winning the lottery would significantly help, many people overestimate how much money they need to make it. Making it is nothing more than some basic arithmetic, and when you break it down this way, you can get a more concrete understanding of what it would take for you to make it. The first step to making it is identifying all of your expenses. You'll need more money if you spend $10,000 each month than if you only spend $5,000 each month. The less, the better, and it takes a genuine effort to spend $10,000 each month, especially if few or none of those expenses are business related. Scan through all of your expenses so you can find ways to cut down. If you spend a lot of money on entertainment, look for free alternatives. Rather than watch baseball games inside the stadium, I look on at MLB.com or on TV. The pandemic has created this shift in my schedule and I'm sticking with it even when everything goes back to normal. Rather than attend a play, watch something on TV, walk in a public park, or play a game with your family. There are plenty of less expensive and equally fun alternatives for the most expensive habits. Cutting down expenses is a balancing act of being smart about your money and not depriving yourself. I will still run in marathons, especially when more races open up, but I'll choose the $60 local marathon over the $180 local marathon if the marathons are right next to each other on the schedule. The extra $120 goes towards investments. With that said, the New York City Marathon is an expensive marathon relatively speaking, $295 for my registration, but I'm not taking that experience away from myself to save a few extra dollars. Once you figure out your expenses, you know what it takes to break even. For this example, we'll say your expenses average out to $5,000 per month. To break even, you need to make $5,000 each month, but who wants to just break even? Being at the break-even point presents an incredible risk. What if you underperform next month? You don't get as many sales as you thought you'd get, or you can't keep putting in the long hours at work. Rather than strive to make $5,000 each month, you should strive for a sufficient margin of safety. $6,000 per month should be the minimum. You should strive to raise your income beyond that point and/or cut down on your expenses. The more you live below your means, the less money you need to make it. Buy the smaller house or ideally buy a multi-family that you live in. This is called house hacking. Rather than buy everything new, get them used. When I bought physical books, I got them for $2 to $3 each using eBay and thrift books instead of paying $20 per book for the new versions. Rather than buy a new car, buy a used car. You'll save a lot of money this way. The same applies to tech. Don't buy the new iPhone. The model below the new iPhone is practically the same thing plus or minus a few inches depending on what size Apple decides is hip for the next iPhone release. Go 2 to 3 models before the new model and you'll easily save $100s. Some people call these savings the minimalist dividend. Any extra money you make after expenses goes into investments. Let's say you invest $1,000 every month into a combination of stocks that provide you with an easily achievable 3% yield. Every month you invest $1,000, you increase your annual income by $30. Over the course of a year, your annual income increases by $360. Let's say that reinvestments take you up to $400. That averages out to an extra $33.33 per month. It's not life-changing, but it will compound over time, especially as you reinvest and make additional money. Investing into cash flow producing assets expands your margin. When this margin gets big enough, you can trim down your work hours or even consider early retirement. It takes time to reach that stage, and I don't think anyone should truly retire. Even if I made a 6-figure income from dividend payments, I'd still do most of the work I'm doing. I get to work when I want and only pursue the work I want to do. Making it starts off by analyzing your numbers. You figure out your expenses and make more income than you spend. The next step is making income while living your ideal lifestyle. Dividend payments add up and can help you with some of your expenses as they grow in size. but get clear on how you want to make money. If you want to make money working from home, start pursuing side hustles that enable you to work from home. As you build up these income streams, you can remove income streams from your life that don't cater to the lifestyle you want to build for yourself. If you factor in your expenses, make a personal profit every month, and invest the difference into assets that produce cash flow, you've already made it. Time will compound your initial successes to make this truth more apparent. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and give us a thumbs up, we will really appreciate it.